Hey guys, this is Mike Kirkpatrick again from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. I just want to talk to you a little bit about follow-up. Okay, so follow-up's pretty simple. Well, I say it's simple, but it's not. Actually, a lot of people lose tons and tons of clients because they don't follow up. Follow-up is a simple thing to do, but it's easy to not do it. It's easy to forget about your clients and because we get busy, and maybe we just got 5 people this week, and we're like super excited about them, and we forget about the 2 people from last week. Okay, so it's pretty important that we follow up, because if we don't, you see this dude right here, if we don't follow up, he'll look like this. He'll be like, oh my god, look what happened, I'm sad, my coach ain't following up with me. So we want to keep this guy happy. All right, so I had to do that. It's a cool pillow. I don't know. Anyway, so follow up. Get out of here. Okay. Anyway, so you're not distracted. Okay. I'm in my son's room, so I apologize. Anyway, so follow up is really cool, and it's huge, because I think it was Jim Rohn who said there's pennies in the sale, and the fortune is in the follow up. That's it. Pennies in the sale, fortune in the follow up. All right, so, and that's very, very true. I probably heard that 100 times before it actually resonated. I was just like, oh, that's a cute little saying, da, 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 da. But it's so true, because as a new coach especially, you can get somebody on an advanced program or an ultimate program and be like, yeah, I got somebody on this. I just made some cabbage. I'm happy. This is awesome. And then you move on to your next, client or potential customer, and what happens is you just sent this person home with $200 or $300 worth of product, and you're not following up to make sure that they're getting the results they need. So here's the deal: when that happens and you send Susie home and she has all this product and you're not following up, she's going to fall off the program. And when she falls off the program, you're probably going to lose her. If not forever, you're going to lose her for a long time, okay? Because she's going to be like, man, I can't believe that Mike just sold me all this product, and now he's not even seeing if I even like the products, if I'm even doing it right, or nothing like that. So it's very, very, very important that you are following up with each and every one of your clients, okay? Because a happy client does a couple of things. They stay on the products longer, which we all want repeat customers. We want repeat customers because that's a happy customer. They're getting results. And then what does happy customers do? They send you referrals, which is huge. But if you don't follow up, and Susie kind of figures it out a little bit, and maybe she drops a few pounds, she likes the products, but she never got any follow-up from you as their coach. When Tiffany or whoever at work says, wow, Susie, you look good. You got more energy. Looks like you've dropped a few pounds. What are you doing? She goes, well, I'm doing Herbalife. Yeah, I bought some from this guy named Mike, but he's not a very good coach because I don't ever hear from him. So, but it's good stuff. I mean, if you're interested, I'll see if I can find anybody else that sells it, and maybe you can start getting on it too. And then all of a sudden, whoa, you just lost somebody. Okay, so you got to be really, really careful there. So for me, I have like a 1-3-7, the first day, the third day, the 7th day, and then usually every 2 or 3 weeks to a month after that. And it's simple. So the way I do it, if I sell Susie some products today, obviously I'm talking to her about all the products, how to use them, how to take them, all that stuff. But when she leaves, it's like, whew, she's like, that dude told me so much stuff about these tablets and this tea and how to mix it and how to blend the shakes. I think I do it in milk. No, I think I'm using something called protein something or another. Maybe I do it in water. I think it's with ice. I don't know. He just told me all this stuff, and I don't know. I'm going to do my best, but I just don't know if I can do it. So they're a little confused when they leave. Now, they'll tell you, oh, yeah, I got it, I'm awesome. Woo. They'll tell you that when they leave, but it's really up to us to make sure that they are on point, and their first shake is a wow shake, okay? And so what I usually do, I explain it all to them, and I say, okay, so what's the best way to communicate with you? That's key. Write that down. What's the best way to communicate? Because if you're texting because you love to text, and and Susie's not a texter, she wants you to call or she wants you to email because she can't like text all the time because of work or something like that, that's going to annoy her really quick. So always ask what's the best way to communicate with you. And if she says email, I'm like, awesome, no problem. I will shoot you an email first thing in the morning, or whatever. Maybe she says, hey, I like phone calls. Whatever it is, I'll make a little note, on their paper or whatever, how they like to be contacted. So let's just say Susie says she enjoys talking on the phone. Okay, awesome. I'll say, okay, Susie, that's great. Now we're going to leave with the products today. What time you get up in the morning? If she tells me, 6 o'clock, I'm like, awesome. We want to get that first shake in within the first 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, can we do that? I get a confirmation from her. I'm like, awesome, great. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to call you if it's okay with you, because it's your first day. I really want to make sure, that you get that first shake in, and it's amazing. I want that wow shake. Okay. So what time do you leave for work? Around 7:15. Awesome. So you should be getting your shake in. If you get up at 6, you're going to be getting it in 6:30, 6:45, right? And she's going to be like, yeah. I said, all right, what I'm going to do, you're leaving at 7:15. I'm going to call you at 7 o'clock. All right, 7 o'clock sharp. I'm only going to talk to you for just a second. I mean, literally like a minute max. Is that okay? And, they'll be like, yeah, absolutely. Okay. And that's key, guys. So when I call her, I'm not going to say, hey, Susie, how was your shake? Wrong. Because Susie can say, it was good. Okay. And whether she drank it or not, I don't know, because I asked, how was your shake? Okay, so what I'll usually do is go, hey, Susie, how you doing? This is Mike. How did you make your shake today? And so I asked her how she made it. So she has to tell me, well, Mike, I took the cookies and cream and I did the 2 scoops. Well, first I put the water in, because you told me to put 8 ounces of water in first. So I put the water in. Then I did 2 scoops of the cookies and cream. And then I took that vanilla protein drink mix stuff that you told me I needed, and I put 2 scoops of that in. And then I put a full cup of ice on there, like about a 12 to 16 ounce cup of ice. And I put that on there and I blended it up really good. And man, it tastes amazing. And I'm going to be like, that's awesome, Susie. That's great. Now, really, I want you to really see how you feel this morning, because I think you're going to really love that first shake today. And so I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Let's make sure we're making smart choices. Are we doing our second shake at lunch or dinner? And Susie, okay, yep, good, awesome. You're going to do it at lunch. Great. Okay, so let's make sure if you get hungry, first thing in the morning, or in the middle of the day, middle of the morning, you get you a nice snack, protein-based snack. Well, you bought the protein bar, so let's just use the protein bar for morning snack if need be, okay? Awesome, great. I will talk to you soon. Let's have a great day. Let's be smart. Let's make great choices. You're going to do super great. I'm super proud of you. Man, I just can't wait to see your results. It's amazing. Click, okay? Obviously, it'd probably be a little better than that. I was just kind of going through it really quick, but the main thing is you're building a relationship with Susie, because Susie, sometimes clients don't see it, and so sometimes you have to see it for them. So you want to build them up with so much confidence that they know that they feel like they got to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it for you, if not for themselves. All right, and so that's very important. So that's what I do. That's day 1, basically. And then I might touch back, because I might say, hey, do you mind if I call you back later on today just to double check, make sure you got that second shake in and all that. And that's a good way to follow up that same day as well. So I might do that as well. One thing I do ask them right before they go home with the products, I'll ask them why they're doing it. Obviously we know what their results, what they want, what their goals are and stuff like that, but I'll also ask them why. And some people like Susie might say, I'm doing it for my grandkids, or I want to see my kids get married and have children. Hey, I just want me and my husband to get that spark back. Or, hey, it could be numerous things. Hey, I might just want to fit back in this bikini or whatever. Whatever it is that Susan wants, I want to know why she wants to get to those goals. Why is it so important for her to get there? Okay, so as soon as I've got that, then I'm writing it down and I'm putting it right here. Put it in my back of my brain so I can bring that back out. So a few weeks down the road, if she gets in a little stumble or something like that, I can say, you know why we're doing this, right? We're doing this because you want to see your grandkids. You want to be able to play with your grandkids or whatever it is. I can always bring that back to her to make her go, okay, I got to refocus. I got this. I can do this. I know I can do it. So I want to make sure I've got that as well. All right, so day 1, that's what we do. Goes to day 3, and I always ask them, because there's some people that you need to talk to every day for like the first week, okay? But most people you can like get them off to the right start on day 1. You can come back day 3, check in, make sure everything's going good. Do they got any concerns, any questions? How's everything going? How's your energy? Is it filling you up? Are you going to the bathroom regular? There's little questions in there that sometimes you got to ask depending on what they said in the their wellness eval. So there's different stuff going on there. So day 3, and then after that it's day 7. Okay, 7 days after that. And then after that, if it seems like they're going pretty good, for about a month I'll do them every week. And I always do it on Fridays. For me, Fridays is good, and it's easy because I can say follow up Friday, and I just know that's kind of easy. It kind of rolls off the tongue. Follow up Friday, boom, get with all these people I got to make sure they're good. Oh, yep, it's 10 days in. She probably needs to reorder. There's stuff like that you want to make sure people don't run out of products either. So that's a big part of following up too is, hey, I noticed that we're 10 days in. You should be almost out of your Formula One, so you're ready to go ahead and place that second order. You're doing awesome. You've already dropped like 2.5 pounds. I don't want you to go any days without your product, so are we ready to place this second order? Awesome. Let's go ahead and get that down. All right, and get that to them. So that's huge too, guys. That's part of your follow-up is to make sure that they continuously have product on hand, okay? They never run out, okay? And then in your in your follow-up process, you might also do product suggestions. So it might be at first they said, hey, I've been suffering really bad from acid reflux, but today I just want to start with the quick start. I can't really afford the aloe right now. Well, that next order, I'm like, hey, you know what? You talked about the acid reflux problems you're having. How's that going? Well, I'm still kind of battling with it. Hey, have you thought about maybe possibly getting some aloe this time around? I'm telling you, it's awesome. You'll love it. It's a great soother for your digestive tract. What do you think? So that's where you can do that. It could be somebody who's stressed. You say, hey, we do have something called Relax Now. That's awesome. It could be, hey, my knees are hurting. Hey, we have this product called Joint Support. I think it's probably a good opportunity to go ahead and start using it as well. So in your follow-up, that's a great way to introduce new products to your clients as well. So, and then after that, once I've done maybe a month of follow-up Fridays with them, then I might push them to like once a month. But here's the deal. When you're following up, initially you're following up a lot, making sure they're getting the results, they're making the products right, they're taking them right, they're doing all that. But as you continue to follow up, start building a relationship even more. Like, hey, Susie, how's your daughter's soccer team doing? I heard, that she played and da-da-da-da. How's this, how's that? Start becoming more of a friend than a coach, okay? Because when you can get to that kind of relationship with somebody, then they're yours, man. I mean, they're going to be with you for a long, long time. All right, so make sure that you're building more than just a coach-client relationship. You're building more of a friend-friend kind of a relationship. That way you're there. Because here's the thing. When they do have those bad days, if you're just a coach and a client and they have a really bad day, they're not going to tell you that. They're just going to say, oh, it's good, yeah, I'm doing really good, But when you make it a little bit deeper than just a coach and a client, then they're going to go, well, Mike, I don't know what's going on. I just don't know if it's going to work. I don't know. Okay, I love it when they say that. I mean, I hate it, but I love it too, because then I know they're being honest with me, and then I can talk to them a different way. Okay, so make sure that you're building that kind of relationship with everybody. And that only happens if you're following up, guys. Okay, if you're not following up, you cannot build a long-lasting relationship with your clients. I have clients, I've been in the business over 7 years. I have clients that were on the products the first year that we were in business and kind of dropped off and faded away, even though I was still trying to reach out to them going, hey, what's going on? Hey, are you there? Hey, email, whatever. And they just disappeared. Unfortunately, that will happen from time to time. But you know what? When they were ready to get back on the products, guess who they called? They called me because they knew I was there for them the first time they did it. So when they drop off, just know in your mind that you did everything possible as a wellness coach to make them feel good about themselves. You made them feel good about Herbalife, and you made them feel good about you. If you do that, I promise you, every time when they're ready to come back and get off the wagon that they fell off of and get back on, they're going to call you and say, hey Mike, are you still doing Herbalife? Yeah, man, I kind of disappeared for 3 years, man. But you know what? I put on more weight, and I'm ready. I'm really ready this time. And they're ready to go. Okay? So that's kind of how I do it as far as contacting people. Now, how do you track your people? Okay, so this is what I guess I'll close with. Now, everybody does something a little different. When they track, we have some people that use like